Yeah, we still here.
We ain't got nowhere.
We still here.
We still pushing and pressing.
Rest in peace to the late great neighborhood Nip. Nipsey Hussle, the marathon continues.
We still giving it up for Nipsey.
We still gonna keep this thing pushing, man. We still gonna keep it pushing.
That's not gonna die.
Another Thursday night conversations with Trey, Whitney, and Dwayne. We are in the building another night. Giving the people the vibes, giving the people the energy, giving people God, giving people positivity, giving people hope, giving you guys all we got left. Somebody checked me when I said that the other day. I said, I'm fighting with the heart I got left. I'm fighting with the blood I got left. She said to me, my friend Tanika, she said, Dwayne, you're not fighting with what you got left. You're fighting with what God preserved.
I like that.
God preserved that. God kept that. So, you know what? Shout out to my sister Tanika for blessing me with that perspective.
That's dope.
We here tonight.
I like that.
Giving you what God preserved. Ooh, that's so good. That. Wow. Giving you what God
your
preserved.
Reserve tank.
Yes.
In your tank.
Yes.
It reminds me of how I really don't like to fill my gas tank. I get lazy about filling my gas tank up, and I'm like on a quarter of a tank, and that gas light comes on, and I still go for like about 15 miles.
Oh, you dangerous. You are dangerous.
I got it. It's a reserve.
As soon as I
you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to the gas station. I don't know. Y'all daredevils with that gas.
He preserved a little bit of gas for me to keep going.
Daredevils with that gas. I don't know why y'all be playing games with that.
Scary. I think females mostly. Right?
Women. Yes. And every time I see a woman on the road with roadside assistance.
How you think about that?
You think it's because they ran out of gas?
I
wonder if that's the reason why. So you know what?
That's funny.
Once you see that signal come on, don't ignore the sign.
Especially in the cold.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Okay.
Please don't ignore the sign.
But welcome. Thank you for everyone who is joining us tonight. Another Thursday. This is episode 51. 51.
Yeah.
So we're blessed to be here.
Yeah, let's do this.
51 shows. Those hand claps.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's give y'all the number early. 718-705-4959. Or you can call in 914-968-6499. Call us in and tell us how you're doing. Tell us what's going on with you. And participate in the conversation. We would love to hear from you.
Yes. I'm putting the number up on my page, putting up this wonderful picture we took, letting people know they can call in. They got a space to come to tonight within the next hour. For the next hour, you got somewhere you can call, get some encouragement. You know, you can get some, maybe even prayer, some positivity. Just another place, man. Just to keep it real, another place. There's so much negativity. There's so much hopelessness going on. There's so much bad energy and bad vibes, and people just feeling defeated and tired and not knowing where to go to. We going into, if this is your faith, we going into Good Friday tomorrow.
Today's Holy Thursday.
We going into Resurrection Sunday if that's your faith. But on this Thursday night, man, we got whatever it is that you need because God has preserved some stuff within us, for you. So call in tonight. Call in tonight. Make sure you get something that you just may bless you to give you some extra strength to go forward. So call in tonight.
Yeah,
Can I add something to that?
Please do. Come on. You got a voice.
And we're living in the times that we need to be intentional. So being intentional about your walk, being intentional about your headspace, being intentional. So call in, be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, you got to participate in the miracle, participate in your healing. This life, you got to participate. You got to participate. That. You don't want to, not be in the race. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't want to drop out on them, right?
Don't drop. Yeah. Ooh, girl, you talking good. That language.
Look at this.
You don't want to drop out on you.
Happening over here.
And it's so dope because you know what? This book, Meeting Authentic You, was our first book that Dwayne and I co-host, and also the inspiration for our podcast. But we're so excited that we have another book coming out, which is Don't Drop Out on You. Thank you, Treasure, for that segue in, because this title is so necessary for these times. a lot of people don't want to continue on that journey. They don't want to continue running that marathon, and they want to just drop out on themselves, and we don't have time for that. You know what I mean?
That's what the enemy wants.
That's the, he wants you to feel like you defeated. And we're not doing that over here. And we're not going to let you, as long as you're connected to us through this show, through our prayer calls, through Dwayne's videos, whatever we post on Instagram, through the conferences that we do, we're not going to allow you to drop out on you. So that book will be out in May, which is next month. And we'll let you know exactly where you can purchase it. And you can still purchase Meeting Authentic You, Conversations with Whitney Dwayne, inspirational messages to help you meet you. Here you go.
Yeah.
See, right here. Yep, here you go. And also, you can purchase our second book, Don't Drop Out on You, which will also be in stores.
I can't wait, man. Oh, I'm so excited about
this. This May. Too. I'm really excited about this one.
I'm excited
about everything that we do, but I'm really excited about this.
Yes, we are. Real quick, Meeting Authentic You, Don't Drop Out on You. We definitely going to cover what Trey is also doing as well as we normally do. But real quickly, man, if you check this out now on our lives, inthemixradio.com, please call in. But we also planning a super duper dope cruise for 2020, 4th of July weekend.
That's gonna be dope.
Yes.
We want you guys to make sure that you guys. We're gonna have information and flyers going out, social media,
working on the flyer
information
now.
That's gonna be we're gonna be putting it out real soon. But
big things.
But the ministry and the movement is expanding. God is trusting us with more vision. So I think it's important for me to insert that into all of, or rather some of what we are sharing with you guys at this time. We are planning a cruise, Conversations with Whitney Dwayne, and then tonight we just found out that Trey said she wanted to be a part of it. So it's Conversations with Whitney Dwayne
on board.
and Trey
in Bermuda.
In Bermuda for 2020.
It's gonna be dope.
Y'all don't want to miss it.
Amazing thing, man.
Tell them the date.
Yes, July 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, July 2nd, and we're coming back on
what's that? The 5th.
The 5th?
Yeah.
Okay. I think 5th or the 6th.
Yeah, I think it's
we're gonna definitely 4 days, but definitely July 2nd, and we're leaving from New York. So if you have a fear of maybe flying, if you're in the New York area, Jersey area, tri-state area, we're leaving right from New York. This is your opportunity. Yeah. We're going to have some powerful workshops. We're going to have the all-white extravaganza. What else we doing?
We doing. You already said it. The workshops are all
the all white,
and we're
doing something else too. But we're doing a whole host of things. It's going to be so dope. Yeah. So we're going to have more information for you coming next week. The flyer and all that greatness stuff will be out for you, so you can get on board. And the payments are only $75 a month.
Yes.
Now, how many things do we spend $75 on?
Yeah. I can buy lunch for the week.
That are frivolous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Break it down.
We spend money on what we want to spend money on, or we have money for what we want to do.
Really want to do.
So invest in yourself, and it's also a little vacation. 4th of July weekend.
A great vacation.
And it's less than $1,000, and you have time to pay.
Yes.
So
yes. And you get to spend time with us.
Yeah, and then you're gonna meet
spend time with you.
Right, and you're gonna meet other people as well. So it's gonna be dope. I'm so excited. This is definitely a new venture that we are entering to.
Yes.
And we just want to shout out Nadia from Travel with Sparkle. Sparkle. Excuse me.
Yes.
One of our
travel agent.
Yeah, travel agent. She's a partner. In this thing, making it happen. So shout out Nadia, Travel with Sparkle, the best travel agent out there.
So one more time, next year, 2020, Conversations in Bermuda with Whitney, Dwayne, and Trey. We will be putting information out on our social media handles when you can start making your payments. Payments are very, very inexpensive for those who have consistent income coming in, $75 a month, starting July, I believe, 20th or June 20th, I think it is, of this year. June 20th is the first payment of $75. Every month you can pay $75 a month, right, to book your cabin, your ocean view or your balcony.
Whatever you want to do.
In Bermuda for 2020, Conversations with us. We have an all-white party. We have a workshop rather that we are doing. We got a whole lot of things. So make sure if you like or love or inspired or feel connected, feel powerful, just appreciate what we're putting out, you don't want to miss this cruise. Next year, 2020. It's
going to be exciting.
Leaving from New York. You don't have to worry about getting on the plane if you're scared of flying. This is a beautiful opportunity. It's a great time to get away. Please make sure you are on that cruise with us, because we got some powerful stuff that God has put inside of us to give to you guys, and this is going to be an amazing thing. So I just wanted to say that one more time. Let's get on with the show. What's up? What else we got going on?
Let's say with Trey.
Trey, what's going on? Tell them about
your new look you got going on too, Trey.
Well, I am wearing my Trey Panache Afro Kinky Curl.
Kinky Curl.
And this is also a custom unit that I made.
Yeah.
So, and it's been colored. Yeah. I have some. Oh, thank you, Dwayne.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
I have some. Color going on. So this is my summer look.
Okay, you already in summer.
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready?
So you can. I have Trey Panache collection.
So this is this is not the spring look. This is
the summer look.
This is the spring and summer. Spring/summer. I'm so ready for summer. That's what it is. So
you prepared.
Excuse me for my,
It's fine.
For me jumping ahead.
It's okay.
But Trey Panache collection is an affordable. It's an affordable. I'm sorry. Affordable premium virgin hair.
There we go.
And it is available in 10 to 28 inches, and it can be reused for up to a year to 2 years. And you can color it, you can change the color a couple of times. It's very durable, and it lasts.
It does.
Yeah.
If you're tired of buying that cheap hair or spending money on hair and it doesn't last you, come on over to Trey Panache, TreyPanache.com.
There we go.
We gotta get a song for you. Trey Panache hair.
Oh, I like that. Let's do it.
Panache.
Yeah, you need
Trey Panache. You want to make sure you get this
song.
Affordable, premium, good virgin hair. That's what you want to make sure you get.
Virgin.
Right? You want to make sure. So if you're looking for different looks, you're not feeling your own hair, you tired of whatever the case may be. You just want to get a little, different, right? You want to make sure you contact her. You want to make sure you follow her. Trey, give them your social media handle so they can follow it and know where to go to.
It is Trey TRE_Panache PANACHE _ collection.
There we go.
Oh, you know what too? Yes, because the Trey Panache collection is going to be at the Go Get It.
Trey Panache will be in the building.
Conference. I'm going to forget to mention my conference.
Yeah, give it to him. Give it to him. No, we started with her first. There we go. There we go. Good.
Yes,
there we
go get it. Yo, let me tell you. Our speakers, transformational. Yo, let me tell you. We got two. Oh, God. We have a powerhouse package speaker.
That's right. Promote your thing.
I mean, I'm so excited because Go Get It, the 4th annual conference, which is going to be held in Manhattan, New York at the Watson Hotel.
Yeah.
It's going to be phenomenal. This is going to be the best year out of the 4. I'm telling you, because of the speakers that I have hitting the stage this year. Not to say that the other conferences we didn't have powerful speakers. We did, but it just gets more powerful and power and it gets better and better and better. And these speakers are coming with the power. They're coming with the transformational talks. They're coming with the actionable items. They're coming with this anointing over their lives that they're going to speak so much life into you, but also going to help you start the journey of transformation. Or if you already started the journey of transformation, they're going to help you continue that journey, because we're always becoming. We're always transforming. We should be always transforming. So it's the 4th annual Go Get It Women's Empowerment Conference. I'm already booked for speakers, which is dope. The honorees are powerful. We have right now we have 3 honorees, and also vendors. If you're interested in being a part of this event, I have more space for vendors this year, which is dope. I'm so excited. My keynote speaker, my power speakers, just everyone who's a part of this event this year. Man, listen.
Wait, what's the vendor fee?
God, Treasure. The vendor fee is that's true.
Some vendors.
No, the vendor fee is affordable. And let me tell you something why my vendor fee is affordable. You're in the conference. You're not outside of the conference in some hall or another room. Let's do that first. You're inside the conference. So for the vendor fee price, you are going to be in the conference getting what everyone else is getting that is attending. Also, you're going to get your meal because it's a full course meal, and also you're going to be able to make some money. So you're going to be transformed, and then you're going to be selling transformative items that's going to help somebody transform, and then you're going to be able to eat. So and then if you go to these other conferences, the vendors are outside of the event. No, you're a part of the event. So vendors, come on, let's go. I already have 5 vendors. That's, already so far. The conference is not until November 16th, 2019. If you're looking to be a vendor, hit me up. Instagram, I am Whitney D. Smith.
Yeah.
Also on my Facebook, Whitney D. Smith. Email me, info@gogetitwoman. No, actually, it's info@gogetiteempowermentconference.com.
There we go.
Let me tell you, be in the building. Get your position.
You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss this. Not this one.
Nah.
And if you missed last year's, it was sold out. It was dope. But we just taking it to another level.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited about
you're
it.
Not
because
done. It is not finished. You got more work to do.
Yeah, it's not finished.
No.
But I'm finished with this right here.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
So let's get into our spirit check. Our spirit check segment is where we check
wait
our...
a second. Wait. I got to shout out my crew.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Vibe with me. My bad.
I
can't forget Vibe.
I got to shout them out. You ain't got to put it up. It's okay. Just shout out to my Vibe with me crew, my Vibe with me army, man. You know, my people who continue to get up every morning and just continue to be hopeful, inspired, and most importantly, the reason and the purpose for the Vibe with Me movement is to reconnect people back to God. That's the real reason for the Vibe with Me movement. So it's really not about me. God just uses me. And I love the testimonies that come in, the DMs that come in. I got another one today of a brother who sent me a message and says, yo, man, thank you. Thank you so much, man. I believe in God because of you, man. I'm praying because of you. So please don't stop doing what you're doing. And even if it's one, I don't have to have 1 million or 10 million followers. Even if it's just one person that God has allowed me to help them be reconnected so they can have more of a purposeful, more meaningful life and not die in the pain that we all feel while journeying through this process, man. I am extremely grateful. I'm not perfect, but I do believe in fulfilling purpose. So shout out to my Vibe with Me army and my Vibe with Me crew, people who vibe with me and rock with me no matter what is going on in their life and my life. That helps me continue to do what it is that I'm called to do. So I had to shout them out as I do every day. Thank you all for tuning in, for rocking, vibing. Please keep me in prayer because I need it as we continue to all fight and press to be our best, man, and do the best that we can before we transition back to the beginning where we come from. So shout out to the Vibe with Me army and the crew. There we go. So what else we got going on with the spirit check right now?
Yeah, now we're in a segment where we're checking our spirit.
Yeah.
Right, where we check our spiritual climate to see where we are, where we feeling deep down inside in our soul and our spirit. So let's start off with Trey. Trey, how's your spirit this evening?
My spirit is peaceful. My spirit is peaceful.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I am continuing to grow and continuing to lean on God and trust God in this season that I'm going through.
There we go.
And He is showing up and He's showing out.
There we
That's
go.
What he does.
So my spirit is at peace.
There we go. There we go. Wait, what's going on? How you feeling, Whit?
Man,
there we go. Give it to him. Come on.
No, my spirit right now.
Give him the real. Give him the real.
I can't be anything else other than real.
Give him the real.
But my spirit. What would you say my spirit was yesterday?
Oh, yesterday you was tired.
I was tired.
You was tired.
Okay.
You was overwhelmed and tired.
Overwhelmed and tired. That's a good.
With a splash of frustrated.
With a splash. Here, put it in the bowl.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
Overwhelmedness and tiredness, and then with a dash, with a pinch.
Yeah, there you go. Of just frustrated.
Frustrated.
I'm over it.
And
but we pressed through. Let me stop.
And I have to say that I'm not there this evening. And
that's awesome.
I wanted to say I'm glad I asked you, because we need people to know is that you're not going to maybe always be on 10 or on heaven or feeling peaceful or feeling good. You're going to have those times where you are feeling a sense of overwhelmness and tiredness, and you feel like, you know what, I'm over it. Right. Yeah. So we go through those times, but then having conversations with the people that you're connected to, because in that place last night, I did have a conversation with you, Dwayne, and I spoke to Treasure also. So that helped me press through and press over and jump over it into today, feeling a sense of calmness. So I would have to say, Treasure, we're on the same page. Amen. I'm at ease. I'm at peace. I'm at peace. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So I know, I recognize, you know, what it is and what's going on, and I'm good.
Okay.
That's it. What about you?
I'm feeling how do I say this? I feel grateful to be overwhelmed, tired, with a splash of frustrated, right? Because it's been challenging. You know, it's been very, very challenging, man. And just one thing can happen. Let me say this real quick before I get into the spiritual. Like, one thing can happen, and it will remind you of everything else that happened. Right? So you're not thinking about everything else because you're trying to stay focused on whatever it is you focus on, if you have a focus, right? So, but when you are focused on whatever you focus on, and then that one thing happens, it puts you in a certain space and it brings everything else to the forefront. I don't know why that's the case, but it just does. At least the way I'm wired, that's where my mind goes. So with all of that, in spite of all of that, to have conversation like what we discussed yesterday, that really did something to me. It did something to my spirit.
You did a video next day.
Yes, this morning I got up and I tapped into a different kind of frequency this morning, a different kind of energy, and I understand that, you know, again, verse 4 and 5 in Psalm 23, in order for you to make it to that table that God got already prepared, we have to allow God to take us through these valleys to get us prepared for the prepared table. So this evening, I feel grateful that I've been finally allowing God to get me prepared by using circumstance and people that I love and people that love me to frustrate me, to overwhelm me, to stress me, to question me, to be critical of me, to judge me, to make me feel like I'm not enough at times along this journey. And they don't necessarily mean that because it's coming from a good place, but that's all designed to bring about this version of myself where I become way more powerful, way more knowledgeable, way more spiritual, and I'm able to give what God preserved.
You know what, too? You know what, too? And to piggyback off what you said is that it also pushes me to seek God more and to lean on God more and to trust God more in the process.
There you go.
You know what I mean? It drives me towards that. So I love that you said that. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So my spirit tonight is I'm grateful for the valley, because the valley is getting me prepared for the table. Because there's some enemies in that table who just going, you know, people going to get mad because you don't need them no more. You know, I got to say that. There's people who are frustrated with us because we don't need them no more. And they pulling out all the stops to try to stop us from making it to the table. So tonight I'm grateful because some people I don't need. Not because they did something wrong and I did everything right, but because God has grown me not to be so codependent on relationships that expired.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that tonight. I'm grateful that I'm no longer codependent on relationships that expired. The time expired. It's over. It's done. And that doesn't just go to significant other mates. That's family. That's friends. That's everybody. And my time in their lives expired. So I'm not saying like I always did everything right. Some people left me. You know what? They was right for leaving me. So the time expired. And you know what? I just want to make sure when you see me now, you don't say, "Thank God I left him." I want you to see me and say, "Damn, I should have stayed."
Right.
Got it.
I messed up.
Right? So that's what I want you
Dad, I should have chose you.
That's my responsibility today. I want to make sure that when you see me, you don't say, yeah, I'm glad I left him alone. He looked horrible. No. So for me, I'm going to make sure that the time expired and I transformed and I grew and I glowed up and you like, damn, I messed that package up.
Why did I? I should have been around for that transformation.
I should have. I know he on his way. I'm over here messing with Charlie. Stay with the way. So that's how I'm feeling tonight, man. A little silliness.
I love it.
It's real at the same time, man. So that's our spirit check segment of the show. It's time for the What's Going On segment of this show. What's going on?
I'm gonna add some. We gotta add some music and stuff to the show.
There we go.
Right. What's going on? So Trey, tell them about the What's Going On segment. What do we do here?
Well, the What's Going On segment is the positive, the good news.
Yeah.
So
the goodie.
We hear bad news on a daily.
Yes.
So right here, over here, we're bringing the good news.
Sometimes we are the bad news.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes we are the bad news as well. So what's going on is 15-year-old Marcia Martin is the actress from Blackish, is the youngest executive producer.
Yeah, she's getting that fame.
Of the studio film and the youngest to get a deal with Universal or any other major studio. Yeah. She's the executive producer of Little.
That's so dope. I love to see.
Yeah, so we have to make sure we go out and support this movie.
She's a young woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that
she's doing
people thought she couldn't do it when she had this dream, this vision, this goal. Probably told her that she was too young. You know what I'm saying? No one has done it before. So I know she probably heard something like that. So to see this happen, I think it's phenomenal.
Or the people who was in her ear telling you go.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. We tend to focus on so much of the naysayers and ones who don't believe and still don't support. That there is people who are in your ear saying, go get it.
No, that's true. You're right about that.
You better go get it. You know what I'm saying? So that also played a part in her actually now having this opportunity to push this thing forward. So that's definitely something.
Believing in herself to do it.
And she's black.
Yeah, she's black.
You know what I mean? Black, like, no disrespect to any, but I'm saying black in the sense of minority, black in the sense of the oppressed, black in the sense of the enslaved, black in the oppressed of those who don't get opportunities.
Like this.
I'm referring to black that way. You know what I mean? Not black separating us from any other ethnic group, but black in the sense of those who really just we're not expected to excel.
Right.
The system is not designed for us to excel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So to see that happening, right? Prayers to her and everybody connected to her so she could continue to excel. So that's super duper dope.
That is.
And it's a testament to our young people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't think small. Don't,
Yeah.
do the impossible. Think the impossible.
That's dope.
Right. Because you're possible.
Think big.
Love it.
Okay.
What's next?
What else we got, Trey? We got something else over there?
Yeah. So comedian Byron Allen is now the owner of the Weather Channel.
What?
Get out of here.
The Weather Channel, y'all.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
he paid $300 million.
He what?
$300 million.
That's what I'm talking about. Dad, that's dope. If that's not inspiration,
that's inspirational.
Yes,
if that's not it doesn't motivate you.
Yeah,
man.
Round of applause to him.
That is awesome.
Wow. The Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel.
You know how much he can do with that, and the possibilities and the doors that he's going to open for others. Oh,
but
that's
he's
awesome.
also a media mogul. He's the CEO of Entertainment Studios, Inc., one of the largest independent producers and distributors of film and television.
We need to hit him up. What's his information?
There we go. Because that's what
that's what I thought.
We definitely need to have a conversation.
Yeah, we need.
So he's
Byron, what's up? Yo, can you look out, Byron? Y'all say?
We definitely need to hit him up. Yo, what's up, man? We got this podcast, man. We're trying to take this thing to new levels, man. We want to reach the masses, man. You know what I mean? So holla at Whitney Dwayne and Trey.
Oh no, we gonna definitely send that little promo package over there.
Yeah, definitely, man. So shout out to him, man. That's
He's doing
awesome
some big
news.
things.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's great news, man.
The marathon continues.
Yes, man. It continues.
The
man,
journey continues.
As they say, they didn't know we were seeds, man. You know what I mean?
I like that.
They didn't know we were seeds, man. Oh man, I feel. I was about to
seeds in the ground.
I was about to say somewhere, but I'm gonna chill, man.
All right, chill out.
I'm gonna chill.
But you can say it into our topic of this evening segment.
Oh no, I mean, it may fit, but I'm just thinking about go get it.
Oh, what do you think about go get? Go ahead. You can just say anything about go get it.
I don't know if Trey is finished with.
Oh, Trey, you finished?
No, that's
it?
what's going on.
You want to give us a hair tip real quick? Or you good?
Yeah, give us a hair tip, Trey. Come on.
A hair tip, a good hair tip, a natural hair tip.
Yeah, because I am natural.
Don't know. For those of you who that deal with and suffer from dry scalp, a natural remedy is when you wash your hair, use vinegar.
Oh, okay.
Apple cider vinegar gets rid of dandruff and dry scalp.
That apple cider vinegar does
Don't
so
sleep
many
on
things,
the apple
y'all.
cider vinegar, y'all.
That's Jesus.
That's
It's a miracle worker.
oh yeah.
Yes.
That's a mind hair regulator.
and a lot of people might think that your hair is going to smell like vinegar, but it does not leave any type of odor.
That's dope.
In the hair.
What about for men? Because I got some stuff going on up top. I ain't got no hair, so can I use it anyway?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Absolutely.
that.
Might kill some stuff up there.
Yeah, because I would love to grow some hair.
Men aren't exempt.
I would love to grow some of this hair up top, but whatever. That's
I don't know if it's gonna do
it
all that, but
it has expired.
Yeah,
it probably has. Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It
Let's
is what
move
it is.
on.
Hey, move right along. Hey.
So we're in our topic of discussion for tonight. Thank you, Trey, for that "What's Going On" segment.
Yeah, and
I love it, and it helped. And a hair tip,
yeah.
Because this "What's Going On" segment, you have brought so many things, so many new things that, or things that are going on in the community and what people are doing.
Yeah,
some inspiring and motivating stories, some transformational stories that help us. So I really thank you for your contribution in that segment.
Thank you.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah. So part two
of
last week's conversation,
which is
living with the hurt, but the marathon still continues.
This is part two.
We was gonna have a part two of this conversation. Last week we covered a whole lot. We didn't get a chance to, because it's an endless conversation. Let me just establish that first. But it's such a therapeutic. It's such a healing dialogue, right? To have that many people, especially in the times that we're living in now, people are hurting.
They are.
Yes, they are.
People are hurting on various levels. And the reality is a lot of us, right? And I'm not excluding us from the conversation, is the reason why I'm saying us in totality, right? Is that many of us don't know how to communicate and verbalize and manage and deal with the hurt.
You know what, too? This seems like this hurt is a different hurt. Or maybe it's just on a different level. Maybe as I'm getting older, not say getting wiser, and I'm going through my different situations, maybe I'm able to see it, other people's hurt. But there's a lot of people that hurt is just, it's just like on 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is really, really, sad.
And I think it's on 10 to your point, Whit, because number one, hurt has always been there. I think that it's on 10 is because it's additional hurt that continues to show up.
You saying that is it additional hurt on top of the hurt that hasn't been healed?
Addressed,
or addressed?
Yes,
healed,
big time. And if we could briefly just identify what may hurt, right? What may hurt is some of our childhoods, right? That's one. That's the start. Whatever that may have been for you, if that's your start, right? But for many of us, that is our start, right? Whatever the childhood was, single parent home or even 2-parent family home, whatever was going on in the home or whatever was or wasn't going on, that's a hurt.
Place, yeah.
Then you got the day-to-day hurt. The day-to-day hurt of just journeying through life as a child to an adolescent to a young adult to now an adult. The responsibilities that come with just being a human, right? Living. So you got past and you got the day-to-day, and then you got, at this stage for many of us, the challenges that consume most of us, right? You got bills, you got medical challenges, you got work challenges, you got financial challenges, you got relationship challenges, you got various different things that you're trying to manage every day, and sometimes it's just too much. So that's the additional hurt that I'm referring to when I say, yo, you know what? I think that it becomes difficult to articulate some of the pain or the discomfort or the emotional, mental, spiritual hurt that many people are experiencing, because many of us come from homes where we're not even allowed to communicate how we feel. We're taught to be strong rather than taught to express how we feel.
Or if we try to communicate anything, it could be turned around as the other person being defensive. So it will silence us to not even want to communicate. You know, and that could be in, you know, relationships or, you know, whatever type of relationships.
Big time.
And I also, you know, the hurt. As we get older, we have this vision. Okay, so when we're younger, we have this vision of where we expect to be, or we want to be at this age. I want to be here 20. I want to be here 30, 40, 50. We have these levels that we feel like we should already have met or accomplished. And when that doesn't happen, then we have that hurt. No, that hurt piles on. Okay, I'm 25. I'm supposed to be here. It doesn't happen. Now I'm 30. Oh, damn, I'm supposed to be here about 25, 30. So that additional hurt keeps just piling on and piling on and piling on and piling on, because we have these expectations or these dreams and visions that we thought that was going to manifest at those ages, did not. So it makes us feel less than. And then because we see other people doing certain things that we wanted to do or didn't have a chance to do. So, you know, so that's hurt too. And we add that hurt on, like you said, with the additional hurt. So it's a lot of things that need to be addressed when it comes to hurt. And it can be overwhelming. That hurt is so overwhelming. Where do I start? You know?
Well, you know, and then also, you know, and hurt people tend to hurt people.
Of course. That's all I know. I'm going to hurt you.
That's if you don't deal with it, you know?
It's like throwing up on somebody, and I know that's kind of nasty and
that's a good
whatever. But it's like throwing up on somebody. You know what I mean? Like you can't help the fact that your stomach is going through changes. You ate too much, or you drank too much, or whatever it is that's causing this episode of vomit, right? But you're throwing up on someone who's there enough to experience this unfortunate moment that you're having. You don't mean to do it, but it just happens because you can't control what's going on with you at this particular system. Time. So it's like, well, let's try to examine what's creating this unfortunate moment that you're throwing up on the people that you actually love. And if we can start to value wanting to have conversation about things that's causing the vomit session, so to speak, then maybe we can lessen the moments of causing vomit to take place on people who are right there with you, loving on you, or hopefully idealistically loving on you, because sometimes people who are there doesn't necessarily mean that they are really loving on you and have your best interest at heart. Some people are there because you're a hideout. You know what I mean? Like they can hide out in you, right? But I don't want us to focus so much on, even though the focus should be on the hurt. I think that how we handle the hurt is that there has to be some kind of vision. The marathon. What's bigger than the hurt? Do you have something bigger than the hurt? Because what can happen is you can find yourself talking so much about the hurt that you're not talking about what you need to talk about that can help you transition, usher you out of the hurt. So maybe we have to identify whether or not there is a vision in place. There is something that you can see that's bigger and better than the thing that's got you only talking about what's hurting you. And if you don't have anything, then the next thing that you want to start to do, which I think is very easy, is start to identify people who are at least heading in the direction of something that's bigger than where they currently are. And not being an opportunist, but definitely being a supporter, because you just never know. You may get vision being connected to somebody and supporting what they're doing, because you don't know. You're overwhelmed. You're burdened with the pain of the past, the hurt of the present. So you don't know. So it's not being an opportunist. It's not, being, because we're social media is conditioning, or rather conditioning and depicting, supporting others as opportunists. No, you're not necessarily opportunists. You are recognizing that these people know where they're going. So I'm not only inspired by what they're doing, I want to try to find a way so I can do something myself. So you can transition from hurt by being supportive of somebody who knows where they're going, that can start to help you not only just heal, but then get you a vision. That way the vision becomes more bigger than what you've been through. And when the people who try to be, or rather at least remind you of what you've been through and make you feel like that's who you are and you will be nothing more than what you've been through, that's when you lean on the people who are actually taking the necessary steps to help themselves and you get to somewhere bigger and better than where this pain or this hurt currently has you. And I think that that's maybe a start. That could be the middle, or that could be the end. I don't know what place to put it in, but I definitely think that it's a conversation and it's a perspective that I think that if we choose to wrap our minds around it, the hurt won't imprison us as long as it already has. The hurt won't hurt us as much as it already has. Because I know for myself, once I started to identify people who was moving and shaking, and I mean moving and shaking, not just in the sense of getting to the money, because that's also the language of the culture, but moving and shaking in the sense of becoming a better version of themselves. And they shared their paths with me. I was able to connect with some dope people who wanted to be healed, who wanted to transform, who wanted to make God bigger than the past and their demonic evil episodes that they admitted to participating in. When I started spending time with those kind of people, listening to how they started making necessary adjustments and changes so they could get some vision, because initially they didn't have none, but they was able to see the people who did have some vision, that's when I started to realize that's who I needed to be connected to. And if money became a part of that process, awesome. But if it didn't, the fact that I got healed, the fact that I no longer had to wrestle with these demons that was consuming me, that made me feel like this was my life and this is what God's plan for me was, no, I was okay. I was okay with being around people who was moving and shaking because they wanted to be healed and transformed. And that, I think, is a step for somebody tonight who is struggling with not having a vision, who's feeling overwhelmed and tired. Identify the movers and the shakers. That when you see these people, they got a different energy. They got a different aura. They got a different glow. They talk different. They act different. They move different. They ain't perfect. They ain't rich and wealthy, but it's just something about them that when you see them and you hear them speak, you like, whoa, why don't I have that? Why am I not glowing like this? And those are the people I want to suggest that's who you connect with. Some way, somehow. If you can't physically, tangibly touch them, what you can do is you can follow them if they have social media pages in this social media era. You can watch them. You can study their tapes, study their videos, study their content, because they are giving you blueprint. Rest in peace to the late, great, once again, unfortunately, sadly, Nipsey Hussle. But he created something and give so many people blueprints on what to do in order to transition out of whatever the pain that you're in.
You know what? And you got to think about it. You said a whole lot, and you said a whole lot. Don't be discouraged, because you're not going to get like instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. And I think a lot of us forget about the process. We feel like, okay, we're going to start this healing process, or I'm going to connect with these people, and then, it's going to happen for me. I'm going to be different, or I'm going to see something manifest in the next couple of weeks or a month. No, it's a process, and it takes time. So you can't be discouraged if you feel as if that you're supposed to get the instant gratification, but you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that it's a process to this thing. Just think about all the hurt and all the pain that piled up over like years. It doesn't take,
It doesn't go away overnight.
Right. It doesn't go away overnight. It's a process. You got to continue the journey. You got to continue in the marathon is not, the marathon is not a 100-meter dash. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that it continues for a long period of time. So you cannot get discouraged if you don't see anything manifest within. Don't put a time period on it. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that you have built up in the process of life.
You got something, Dre?
You gotta chip away at it slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
Trust the process, and you have to be patient and continue to go to God. Continue to go to God.
And if you can't go to God, or you feel like you can't go to God, go to the people who are connected to God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them help you through the journey, like Dwayne was saying, as far as, wanting to be around or study or just support somebody who has the vision or something that you want to see yourself doing in the future, or whatever the case, or whatever they have that you're inspired by, connect with those people so they can go to God on your behalf or give you some inspiration or motivation.
That's a good point.
And there's so many ways that we all learn and process, right? In order for us to really be receptive and open to a conversation like this, because the focus becomes you. The focus isn't who hurt you and what happened or didn't happen. The focus is us actually having to say, do I want to get up? Do I want to leave this place? If it's dark, if it's uncomfortable, if it was abusive, whatever it is, or all of the above, we have to, when we hear stuff like this, we have to ask ourselves the question, do I want to do something about this? And here's another imagery or analogy or whatever the case may be. If what we've already given to somebody who will watch this hasn't been like, well, I hear them, but it's still not resonating.
Not clicking.
So let's say, right, somebody brought something to your attention. There's an event. There's a gala, right? And everybody who's going to be at this gala has the opportunity to change your life, right? Everybody who has the power and the potential to change your life, right? God has set the stage for all of these people to be in this room, and you got the invite. You got it, right? But check this out. All your clothes are dirty. All your clothes are dirty, and you got to wash them. And here's the deep part. You hate doing laundry. There's a lot of people who don't like doing laundry, right? So you hate doing laundry. Do you put on dirty clothes to go to this gala where all of the major movers and shakers are going to be there that can potentially change your life with dirty clothes, or do you wash the clothes, get dressed, and go to this gala?
I'm going to be late for the gala if I wash clothes or miss it?
It don't even matter.
Oh, because I'm putting on dirty clothes if I need to get there.
So, but my point is this, right? And I love that truth, right? And that transparency and that humor, right? But the reality is, you got to put the work in order for you to be in good company.
In order for you to be in the room,
you got to be in. You got to put the work in. So, like for me, I'm not putting on dirty clothes. I'm not putting on smelly clothes. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna wash my clothes because I don't want to be talking to somebody who could potentially change my life, and they like, what's that smell? And it's me. And now they don't want to talk to me no more. So for me, I'm not going into the room with dirty clothes.
I'm gonna go if it's late. It ain't gonna smell.
I mean, hey.
But look, again, I gotta get there.
I mean, like I said,
I like what you're saying.
But what you exactly right. So my point is, you want to make sure that you have not only asked yourself the question, or at least sat with the question, but the work that comes along with answering the question.
You know what? When thinking about Nipsey, and thinking about this, the marathon continues. His brother, I saw an interview, and his brother said, when Nipsey Hussle was active in the Crips, active in the gang, he said he wanted a better life for his brother. So the vision that they had together, as far as the music, as far as the clothing line and things of that nature, he said he knew he had to stay in it with him, or to keep, not stay in the gang, but keep the vision going, so Nipsey can pull him out, and so they can look at something different. And the reason why I'm saying this is that you might be in a situation where you're feeling like you are, you're going left, but you got somebody in your camp that says, you know what, I see better for them. I see more than what they can see right now for themselves, or they might not be in a position mentally or even financially or whatever it is to pull themselves out. But you got somebody in your corner, in your circle that's willing to stay in the race with you to pull you up. So you got to make sure you are connected to the right people and have those people in your life who, that you can lean on when you can't lean on yourself.
And you got to let them pull you up.
You got to let them pull you up. You got to be willing to get up so they can pull you up.
You can't be, we can't be, I don't want to say you, because all of us,
have those times.
Right? We can't be stubborn, right? The old folks got this saying, you can't be strong and wrong, right? You can't be strong and you're wrong. So what I mean when I say that, like you being stubborn because you making your feelings bigger and more important than the vision for the rest of your life. And I'm not being insensitive to the hurt and the disappointment of the pain that you feel based off of whatever happened or didn't happen. Those moments are very real. They're real and they're brutal. And I mean brutal moments.
Definitely try to take you out.
They are brutal moments, right? But you have to also counter those moments, combat those moments with, at least for myself, I'll be transparent, do I want to die here? Because the moments are that brutal where you feel like I can't breathe, I can't go forward, this is too much. And because because I've had those moments, I don't want nobody eulogizing me from the ending part of my life that way. Because if you guys was to just allow your mind to go, when most people check out, very few people talk about your life. Most people talk about how you died. Well, how did they pass?
I was saying.
That's always the question.
That's
oh my
true.
God, that's so unfortunate. If it was an unfortunate passing or untimely one, right? So people narrate and eulogize your life based off of how you checked out. So for me, if I'm having a dark moment and I'm uncomfortable and I'm bruised and I'm broken and I'm going through, I don't want that to be I don't want to die like that. Not that I know how I'm going to go, but I don't want that to be how I go. Yo, man, he was going through it, man. You know, it was just crazy, man. He started looking crazy. He was losing weight. He lost 15 teeth. Like, he just started looking crazy, man. I don't know what was going on, Dwayne. He had so much potential. No, I'm not dying here. So you have to pull yourself out of that moment and say, yo, wait a minute. Yes, it's rough. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's brutal. Yes, I don't think that this was fair. Yes, that was messed up how I got handled. But I'm not dying here.
I'm not going to let this handle me, and I ain't dying here.
And when if you make it to that point, I guarantee you, whether it's the vision God gave you or the vision he gave somebody else, there will be a turn. There will be a shift. It may not be as rapid and fast, but it may be subtle. And you got to say to yourself, am I going to jump on this cruise? That's a plug. Right? I'm going to that cruise with Whitney Dwayne and Dre, right? I'm going to that cruise. I need to get connected with them because they talking that real stuff, right? So I need to make sure that I make myself available. Accessible. I make sure I show up. Wounded, broken, and as we said at the beginning of the show, I don't know if I said it on air or not, I'm not sure, I don't remember, but what we got left is what God preserved. God preserved what we have left, and he preserved it for purpose. Shout out to my sister Nika for blessing me with that word, because initially it was I'm fighting with what I got
take
left,
that.
right? But actually,
I'm gonna borrow it.
What we have left is what God preserved, and God preserved it for the marathon, the remainder of the journey, the remainder of the journey. And I think that that's very, very important. So not to be insensitive again to the hurt and the pain that we all are experiencing. We all going through something, y'all.
Everybody got something.
Nobody's going through something.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, no. Let me say it this way: everybody's going through something, and no pain is minimized and no pain is maximized. Right. Everybody's going through something. But the question tonight for tonight's conversation is, do you want the marathon to continue? Do you want the marathon to continue without you? Because the marathon is still gonna go on.
It still
You know what I'm saying? Whether you in that race or not. So you got to think about that.
Well, if it does go on, let's really go there.
Okay.
If it does go on, it's because I gave all that I had left to give to it, and I'm not here no more. Not because I let it pass me by and I watched it. Well, we hope that's what it is. No, I'm talking about in the terms of I'm gone. I've transitioned. Oh, okay. I'm saying in that sense. Oh, okay. I've given all that I had left that God preserved to give, and now I can't go on with the marathon because I'm gone. My life is over on this side. Before I transition to the other realm, if you believe in that, right? So to your point now, because I want to make sure I continue. There we go. The marathon. There we go. I don't want to be one of those people on the sideline with I can support you, right? But if I'm able and I'm physically able, I want to be running too. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So we have a choice. We have an option. You could be on the sideline cheering everybody on, which is great, or you could be a sideline just looking. Or do you want to be in it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Do you want to be in it? So we have choices. We have options. You know what I'm saying? So are you choosing to get up, or you want to stay? Because life continues. The race still continues, but every day, make sure you get up, right? And I'm saying this to myself too. Every day, make sure when you get up, if God allows you to rise, or even before the morning time, because the most brutal, critical times are the late night. It's the nighttime, right? Yeah. I don't know what it is about nighttime that really just does a number on many of us, right? That darkness comes. The morning time is when the light comes in, and you know you got to get up and you got to do whatever it is you got to do. But when everything is done, if you got anything taken care of, it's the nighttime that's rough, right? So whether it's nighttime or the morning time or both times, make the declaration. Speak over yourself. Speak this over yourself. I'm not dying here. I'm not dying like this. Even if you don't know what's next, even if you don't even have a vision, still make that declaration, make that affirmation. I'm not dying like this.
Make the choice to push.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No,
go ahead, Trey.
No, make the choice to push. And you have to ask yourself, am I going to stay here or am I going to push?
You know what? I just want to say, too, is that I had a tendency of taking what I went to sleep with me when I woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
But I don't do that anymore. So if you can, whatever happened yesterday. There's nothing I can do about yesterday. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I could do. So the fact that we wake up in the morning, try your best. And when we're speaking to ourselves too. Try your best to leave everything that happened yesterday, and wake up with those declarations, newness. Because if you carry what you went to sleep with, it's gonna be a cycle. Your day is gonna end up like a yesterday, and we ain't trying to do that. We're trying to move forward.
Here's my affirmation every day: don't make the pain greater than God's promise for your life.
That's good.
That's my affirmation each day. Don't make this pain greater than God's promise for your life. Now, that's not easy, but you still got to say it. And you got to participate in you being a person who wants to see that promise manifest into your life, even though we don't know what the promise is.
You know what I say in the morning? I always take my little pictures, and I sometimes take my pictures and don't post them, but I always say that I'm not going to let today conquer me. I'm going to conquer today. I'm going to make this day count.
That's good.
Breathing. I'm going to make this day count. Whether I do one thing on my goal list, two things on my goal, whatever it is, I'm going to do something with the day that God has given me today.
That's good.
Regardless of how I feel, regardless of what comes my way, regardless of anything, I'm going to make today count.
That's good.
What's your affirmations in the morning, Trey?
Well, I have a few.
Well, give us one.
I have a few.
A couple.
One of my top affirmations are no weapon formed against me shall prosper. The attacks are going to come, but I'm covered and I'm going to conquer.
Yes, I'm covered and I'm going to conquer. And I'm going to conquer it.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to talk this word tomorrow. Yes. You got to have affirmations. You have to. You know, whether it's like, I'm beautiful, you know, whatever it is, I'm blessed. I woke up this morning, you know, God gave me another day. I'm going to make it count. Whatever it is, you got to have those affirmations. You got to speak some life into your situation and into yourself, because you might not have those people around you that's going to speak life into you. You know, somebody always can speak death into us, and we allow it to happen. But why we can't speak life into our own selves? We'll tolerate crap from other people, right? Which is crazy.
So
focus on you.
We got another minute left, so I feel led to do this tonight. I want to say a quick prayer for someone who's going to watch this show. All right, let's go. God, tonight we come to you for that one person. One person. We don't know how many people will see it, but that one person who is hurting. They don't know what to do. They have no vision. God, as a matter of fact, they don't even believe you anymore. They are pissed off to the highest level of festivity. They are at their wits' end, God. They ready to end it all before they receive whatever else that you have for them, God. We pray for them right now. We pray for that person who's in that space right now. It is dark. It is ugly. It is crucial. It has been brutal. It has been abusive. They just are tired right now, God, and they wondering and mad with you because why you allowed it to happen. God, tonight we lift up that person. We ask that you restore. We ask that you come into their homes, into that prison, into that shelter, onto that bench, on that block, in that gang, wherever they are, God. We lift up that person who was in that space. That mother, that father, that widow, that son, that daughter, that niece, that nephew, that grandmother, that grandfather, whoever they are, God. We come to you right now interceding for them right now, Father. They have no power left. They have no belief. They don't want to pray. They don't want to hear nothing about you. We come to you right now for them.
Yes, God.
Lifting them up, God, saying, do what you do best and turn it around. Turn it around. Give them a joy, a strength. Give them a supernatural blessing right now, Father God, that will make them be a representation of light and not just allow their lives to end in the dark. So that when people see what you did through them, millions believe in you because of what you did for one. That's our prayer tonight, Father, for that one person who's in that space right now. Whoever's in that space, I pray for them. We pray for them collectively, God, asking you to move in a mighty way. This is our prayer in your son's name, in the name that's the greatest name of all names, Father God. We lift up this prayer, Father God, believing that you are able to do it. Provide the resources, provide the favor, provide the finances, provide the protection, remove the abuser, remove the person who's doing the victimizing, remove those people from these people's life, God, and set them free and let them enter into a relationship with you like never before. This is our prayer, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. We out.
Thank you for tuning in to another conversation with Whitney, Dwayne, and Trey. Episode 51. We love you guys. See you guys next week. We back in the building.
We out. Peace.
Whew. That was good.
That was good.
That was a good show. Oh, we coming out in this?
Hey. I love it.
Me too. I down.